Hello and welcome back. If you're here for the first time, thank you for choosing to tune in. So today we are here with a couple of stories, so settle in. For another story that caught my attention, I want to share this with you here. And this was something that a lot of you had been pointing out in my previous video, whereby Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, in her show, sharing with us her passions, crafting, arranging of flowers, and on, has been received by certain segments of the press. And how you've noted that people are suddenly trying to compare her to Kate, and with some people also upset that Meghan is going to have a Christmas special. And it was fascinating seeing certain segments of the press, even those who do not necessarily like Meghan, suddenly saying, what's with this double standard in the way that people are treating Kate and Meghan? So I wanted to read you here a little snippet that was so standout. So listen to this. The article here says, quote, "This week, Charles's daughters-in-law, within 24 hours of one another, put out similar videos." The article here says that first came Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, and her trailer included words such as joy, happy, dream, beauty, joyful. Kate's as well featured some kind of words that were similar, like abundance, love and friendship, inner fire, embracing the joy, in quotes. So both videos place real emphasis on building friendships and connecting with people. So they are also very similar in the visual cues, the article says. It's interesting. I am going to be honest here and say I did not watch Kate's video. In fact, I did not even know that anything of that nature had been put out there. I found out because of social media. So anyway, the article here goes on to say both videos feature shots of vegetable gardens, hand-picking fresh berries, dogs, friends laughing. Both are dreamy ideals that suggest endless summery days and finding one's gauzy bliss. Now, it's interesting. As I said, this article, it doesn't seem to approve of either of their vibes, but they are pointing out a double standard. So they say here, for one thing, if the Jimmy Choo was on the other foot and Meghan had put out a video so hot on Kate's heels, she would be accused of cynically trying to best Kate. For another, if the Duchess was making a video series that thematically, tonally, and aesthetically bore such resemblance to what the princess was making, Meghan would be called out for having supposedly copied her. One more double standard, if Meghan back in her duchessing days had dared create something like this Mother Nature show, the howls of derision would be so loud you could hear them in Calais. So too would the white bread columnists of the more conservative UK press uniformly be churning out lengthy, incensed pieces about a taxpayer-funded working member of the royal family investing time and money in making this sort of woo-woo, they say. So as I said before, it seems that this author does not approve. And they go on to say, quote, instead, Kate has enjoyed a smooth, largely laudatory ride in the UK press, along with a certain head-patting, affectionate blind eye being turned to its hippy-dippy daffiness, end quote. That's what they say. The same thing is playing out over in the YouTube comments section. On the platform, the highest ranking comment about Kate's video includes words like beautiful, inspiring, and all swoon of how wonderful she is. And with Meghan's love trailer, the highest ranking comments, they say, of course, the trolls have been on there. I'm going to just truncate that. They also go on to talk about the thumbs up and thumbs down. I don't need to cover that. We know that some of those trolls have time to... which surprises me. They tend to know about everything. They're sharing Meghan's videos. They're going online, resharing, reposting. I think they're fans, if you ask me. So they say it's not all good news for Kate, though her video has largely gotten a free pass, as she dances ever close to just putting out Insta posts of sunsets with roomy quotes. They go on to say she runs the risk of irritating more traditional Brits who like their royalty sticking to the Queen Mary script of opening hospitals, cutting ribbons, and remaining ignorant of forest bathing. There is another massive difference between Kate and Meghan, they say. Eyeballs. Going on to say the Duchess of Sussex in the awareness stakes is light years ahead of Kate. On YouTube, Kate's video has been viewed 14,000 times, with Meghan's love trailer viewed 360,000 times as of this recording, or as of this article. I'm sure it's gone up. So they also go on to say that on Prince William Kate's official Instagram account, Kate's video got 3 million views and Meghan's has 4.5. And the article concludes saying, given we all live in an attention economy now, by that metric, it's easy to see who's come out on top. Netflix should be well pleased, end quote. So I wanted to read this to you here, not saying, oh, Meghan has bested Kate. No, I'm not for that. That is not the purpose of me sharing that. We've seen many of those articles in the reverse, and I'm not for that. I echo Meghan's sentiments here, saying if you have your fave, go over there and support them. Don't go over the other person's video, hating on them, thumbsing their video down, calling them all sorts of names. Even these who, as you can see, they do not favor either of these videos. They are calling out the double standard. And they say if it was Meghan back in the day who put this out, we saw it, by the way, Meghan writing on those bananas as a senior working royal. There were think pieces on her, in the coming days and weeks, people arguing in the press about what she had to do and why she did that. So you can imagine. So it's interesting, that double standard that is being pointed out, even by articles that don't necessarily like Meghan. It's starting to become so clear, even to them, the hypocrisy. And as a by the way, if it goes one way, that they cannot say that Kate was copying Meghan with her type of video, then I think when Meghan has her Christmas special, then no one should accuse her of trying to upstage anyone. Because someone also pointed out on X that many celebrities and stars have had their own Christmas special versions, so it's not something that has been cornered by one person there in the royal family in the UK. It's something that people do. It's not an original idea from the British royal family, so I think that Meghan can share with us what she loves to do over the holidays, and that Meghan will go all out to share with us her tips, her tricks, and she will not be upstaging anyone. She's just doing her. She's not in competition with anyone. So share your thoughts on this first story in the comment section below. And now, a Sentebale update. It has been reported that the charity has made all but one of its London staff redundant as it battles a funding crisis. Sentebale lost donations after the recently highly publicized feud. So there is a row that resulted in accusations of racism and misogyny, which, by the way, were absolutely debunked by the Charities Commission's report. We also know that there was a mass resignation of Sentebale's board, Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, Prince Seiso. And following that entire saga that has been continuing here on this channel, if you want to know more updates, links will be in the cards and in the pinned comment. So Harry co-founded Sentebale in 2006 with Prince Seiso of Lesotho to tackle HIV and AIDS and poverty in memory of their late mothers. But in a worrying turn of events, after all has been discovered, after everything, after the resignation, it has become apparent that Sentebale needs new leadership because now they have been forced to lay off 4 of its 5 London staff. The redundancy round, which started in spring, resulted in at least 24 staff leaving Sentebale and its affiliated programs. Employees dismissed, including Sentebale's global head of finance and compliance, on top of other redundancies in its African teams. A redundancy letter from April that was seen by a major publication revealed that Sentebale told staff that, quote, it does not have donor funding, adding that the charity is in retrenchment, in quotes. So a source spoke and said, the main thing we're all waiting for are the accounts. There have been a lot of redundancies. There has been people who have been let go, a lot of churn, and people have left, end quote. Problems began earlier this year when Sentebale's board challenged Ms. Chandoka over a £400,000 bill for consultants, which they claimed had brought little return. As the row deepened, Chandoka was asked to step down, but instead she complained to the Charity Commission, alleging, as I said before, bullying, misogyny, and racism. In March, all of Sentebale's trustees resigned en masse, blaming Ms. Chandoka's almost dictatorial style, with Harry and Prince Seiso quitting as patrons. And no wonder Harry and Prince Seiso found the Charity Commission's report unsatisfactory. How could £400,000, which is, it's not a small amount of money, be used to pay consultants? And as you can see, where is the fruit of it? of all of those payments. If they are laying off people left, right, and center, saying they have no funding. So instead of Sophie Chandauka just doubling down, staying in place, and seeing that they're running Sentebale into the ground, she obviously cannot do this. Why can't she step aside instead of letting this organization just dwindle, and people who were being helped by it are no longer receiving the assistance that they should have gotten? Doesn't this call for the Charity Commission to look into things once again? Follow the money. If she had paid £400,000, right? Where is the fruit of it if they are saying they can't have funding, people are being laid off? She has got to step down. Isn't that indeed cause for concern? And once again, Harry and Princeso should launch an appeal with the Charity Commission to look into the funding. Where did the money go? Why is a charity that has been working for 19 years suddenly completely out of money, laying off the staff? Of course, many of you have echoed that sentiment in the comment section, saying that the commission's findings did not follow the money, for sure. So now, with all of this news that has come out, people saying that some of the grounds where the children would come for activities have just been empty, and now we see they're continuing to lay off staff. Doesn't this just all feel so sad? Sentebale needs new leadership. In fact, it needs this organization to go back into the hands of Prince Harry and Princesa, because they successfully led this organization for 19 years with none of this being reported. They've never had uncertainty over funding. They have had steady donations. And those who benefited from Sentebale, especially those who were impacted by HIV and AIDS, always found their community there. So what do you think about this news? Share it in the comment section below. And as always, before we log off, allow me here to thank those of you who support this channel financially and shout out a couple of you here by name. A very special thank you to you. Valerie Sedeno, I appreciate you for all the ways that you've shown up for this community. Thank you for your thoughtfulness and the ways that you have blessed us time and time again. You are truly valued, seen, and appreciated. I am touched by how kind you've been, and your consistency for so many years has never gone unnoticed. I love you from the depth of my soul. God bless you and yours. And now a very special thank you to those of you who gave through Super Chat. Thank you to you, Susanna Maria Onoja. I appreciate you for your support. Your unwavering kindness has truly been a boost. Thank you for being so warm and a light. You have truly inspired us here, and we are incredibly grateful that you are a part of this community. God bless you and thank you. A very special thank you as well to you. You go by the handle Jennifer Clark 2165. Thank you for choosing to show your support time and time again. You are always so kind and a blessing, and I feel your warmth. Thank you for thinking of me and choosing to show your tangible support. You truly are seen and loved. I send you a very warm internet hug. God bless you and thank you. And a very special thank you now to you, Alma Andrews, who gave through Super Thanks. I truly appreciate you. I can't thank you enough for your continuous support. You mean so much to me, and thank you for being here, making this community better and brighter. Everyone should have a friend like you. I love you, and I just send you a very warm and sincere internet hug. You are dear. God bless you and yours exceedingly abundantly above all you could ask or think. I love you. Thank you. Once again, thank you to all who support this channel financially, to those who like, comment, and share. I appreciate you all. If you liked this update, give it a thumbs up, click subscribe, follow on social media. Links will be in the card and in the pinned comment. I love you all. Have a great day and keep it here for more. And I will catch you in the next one. Have a blessed one.